Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the collective for all signs for December 8th, 2020. You guys, I do apologize. Time got away from me and I wasn't able to do a daily reading for December 7th. So please forgive me. So let's go ahead and jump into this. We're going to invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, spirit guides, and ascended masters to this space to deliver the messages that we need to hear for December 8th, 2020. Messages for the collective, please, December 8th, 2020. Okay, so we get the King of Pentacles in reverse, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the Three of Swords, and we get the Five of Swords in reverse. Okay, so the only card that's in the upright, you guys, is the Three of Swords. So someone here may be going through considerable heartbreak, feeling of betrayal, pain, or disappointment. I do see that it is connected to an earth sign or an energy that was stable. Okay, this could be a paternal energy, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. It could be, I do feel like somebody here's stability has been rocked, and we get the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So again, this could be having to do with sort of the loss of financial stability, a shift in a job, or a long-term relationship, okay? But overall, Spirit is coming through to say the Five of Swords is you're moving away from this conflict and this defeat, and you're moving into a very sort of healing energy. So let's go ahead and clarify these cards before I pull an overall energy. And let's clarify this King of Pentacles in reverse, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This could be your energy feeling unstable, or it could be an energy like if it was a relationship or a job, something that's been turned upside down. So we get the Knight of Swords in reverse. So there may have been a little bit of drama associated with this situation, a little bit of confusing energy around this. The Knight of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, can also represent somebody who's sort of swinging wildly. So there could have been an argument or a discussion. It could have been you were released from a contract, or maybe you had to release someone, you know, if you're more of the King of Pentacles energy. And that it was quite difficult. And I feel like maybe things weren't communicated the way that you thought they should be, or, you know, you or your person or you in the situation, there are things that were left sort of unsaid. The Eight of Pentacles is clarified by the Knight of Wands. So I do feel like for many of you, you are sort of left wondering with this Three of Swords, something that you saw stability and progress, something that you may have put in a lot of time and effort and that you were waiting to bear fruit, whether it was a relationship or a job or a family situation, you're seeing it as ephemeral. You're wondering how it could have burned so hot and so heavy so fast, but then completely burned out or changed the way that it did, okay? So it's something that I believe that you saw going the long term. I believe it's something that you saw that was going to bring you stability and success, financial stability, emotional stability, that you put in a lot of time and effort. But I feel like some of you are feeling like the rug was pulled out from underneath you. Wow, look at this. We get three knights. So we have the Three of Swords being clarified by the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So again, I feel like the pain and the heartbreak is because somebody here made a decision, whether it was you or somebody else, and it doesn't all have to be romantic, but you or somebody else decided decided they didn't want to put any more effort into this connection or into this situation, okay, or that it wasn't in alignment with your goals or their goals, or, you know, the company, whatever it might be. And this is creating a considerable amount of heartbreak. You can see that everything is being turned upside down. So I'm getting this energy of feeling like things have been turned upside down. We have one knight and he's being faced with one king with three knights knights showing up. So there are also a lot of people involved here. So for many of you, you might be a boss, or you might be the head of a household. You might be dealing with, 3 different people. Maybe you had somebody who had a lot of choices, or you had a lot of choices. Again, the knights could be children, or a little bit less mature energy, or people that really were depending on you. Okay, or maybe you and other people were depending on this person. And then we get the Hermit card in reverse. Okay, so the Hermit card in reverse is about really going within and doing this healing, which I'm picking up on the 5 of Swords. Something that you are gaining clarity, even though that there is some sort of heartbreak, there's sadness, maybe trauma, feeling turned upside down, things are not going the way that you wanted to. Spirit wants you to know that there will be healing, there is healing taking place, and with the Hermit card, you're being shown something. You're being given some sort of cosmic intelligence as a result of this situation. Yeah, the overall energy, High Priestess. This can be for me Pisces or Cancer energy. Again, this is a major download. This is you sort of being able to see above and beyond just sort of the facts and the basic, actions or the decisions in this situation. You're definitely gaining a higher perspective. This was a very tough lesson for you. It's a painful lesson is what Spirit wants you to know. And the Empress card, but it's telling me here you weren't getting what you wanted, okay? And you're seeing that how this is actually for the better. Okay, and we see the 9 of Swords. There was some anxiety, some exhaustion, sleepless nights around this situation, maybe even leading up to this particular decision or this particular communication. But we're seeing you coming out of that energy, okay? And underneath that, we do have the 2 of Swords. Yeah, so somebody was really in their head, was really wrestling with making a decision. Spirit saying that that decision has been made, and although it hasn't been easy, it really was for the best here, okay? And you're going to see that if you can't quite see it right now, because I do feel like there's a lot of this chaos with all of these knights trying to gather their things, trying to figure out where to go, trying to sort of get back on their path, and trying to process whatever this loss or this heartbreak is, that ultimately there will be clarity here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards for you to get additional information. Okay, so we get loneliness. I know that I am never alone. So yeah, some of you guys might be going through a separation, or some of you feel like you can't share, especially if you're the head of a household, or maybe even you're the boss, or you're the one calling the shots in the situation, that you had to make a very difficult decision. But Spirit wants you to know that you're not alone. But I do feel like you might, with this Hermit energy and this High Priestess energy, which tends to be kind of a mute energy, that you feel like, maybe you can't talk about this with too many people or with anybody, or you're not quite, you're just feeling you're in this energy of, I'm on my own. I'm on my own here. And then we get courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. So many of you guys, again, this is a very tough decision that was made. Either you made it or somebody else. Or it could have even been mutual, but it took a lot of courage. And I feel like many of you guys are going to have to sort of, again, with this loneliness, walk a lonely path for a moment, to go within, to figure out how you're feeling, where you're going to go next, how you're going to regroup. And Spirit saying it does take a lot of courage, but you will be facing this fear, okay, facing this heartbreak. And you're doing just fine. And then we get service. I feel good when I can help others. Yeah, okay. So again, I feel like maybe some of you guys are the boss here, and maybe you had to let other people go. Okay, maybe because economically, that was the most viable option. Maybe it was a romantic partnership or a long-term commitment or some sort of contract, maybe with friends, maybe even involving family. And it's like you feel good when you can help others. You feel good when you can provide. And I feel like there was a very tough decision here that you had to sort of lean into. And at the bottom of the deck, we get gratitude. I'm thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. So even if this is a difficult situation for you guys, that you're grateful. You're grateful for the experience. You're grateful for the opportunity to, to have been a part of this and to learn, what you want, what you don't want, what's aligned with you, and what isn't. All right, so yeah, some of you guys are feeling quite lonely at this time is what I'm picking up on here. Okay, and we get passion and pleasure, savor your life. Yeah. So many of you guys, I do feel like, this is the experience. This is what you're letting go of. That, and some of you are feeling like, I don't know if I'll ever be able to get this back. Or even if this was a job or if this was a friendship, that this is what you got from this situation. And it's something that you had to let go for whatever reason. Okay. And that's where this loneliness is coming. But Spirit's saying it's time to step into your courage and find your inner strength, that you will be able to regain this energy. Okay, and then we get rejuvenating rain. Exactly. So clear the past and heal the present. So again, some of us might be attached here to the passion and the pleasure that this relationship, this job, this situation gave us. Okay, and maybe holding on a little bit too much onto something that, is no longer for us, or, is no longer the energy or the situation that we need to be in. So we're going to clear the past, and then you can heal the present. Okay. And we get vast vistas, expand your horizons. There's something bigger coming in for you. Again, you may be clinging on to something that you need to let go of. But Spirit's saying there's a reason for it, because there's something bigger and better coming to you. Okay. Now it could be that because a certain situation is rekindling, but for many of you, it's because you're clearing out this space, this situation, to allow something else in. All right. And let's go ahead and see what else comes through. Okay, and we get the great teacher. Learn from spiritual experiences. Yeah. So for some of you, this may be a karmic completion or a karmic ending. Again, this is a lesson that we signed up for. This is a lesson that you needed to learn. And it is all about your personal growth. And it is all about finding peace, and also finding that courage and that peace within, regardless of what circumstances you find yourself in. But when we talk about unconditional love, loving yourself regardless of whether or not you're in a relationship, whether or not you have the best job, or whether or not you were able to manifest what you were trying to, maintaining that balance. Okay, really beautiful energy here, because I do feel like, I feel like this is a tough lesson for some of us out there. Okay. And we get Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. Yeah, so many of you guys, again, it's about regrouping. I'm feeling like these nights, it could be, an army, it could be a group of people, it could be a family that, somebody's feeling abandoned, or a boss that, that walked away, or maybe, maybe it's a partner. But I do feel like, the Shield Maiden is this strength, and it's time to regroup. It's time to move forward. Okay, and that doesn't mean that you forget about the heartbreak and the pain, but there's a little period of mourning here, and allow yourself to shed tears if that's what you need to do, journal and get in touch with your feelings. But then it's time to sort of move forward, to keep things moving. And then you get Earth Mother, feel loved and comforted. Yes. So for many of you guys, you are, you're in this energy of, learning from a difficult experience. You're really in the process of transmuting something negative into something positive, and really feeling, like some of you may be relying on your mother or a maternal figure in your life or that feminine side of you that says, you know what, you deserve the world. You have the world. Look, you have vast vistas and you have this world at your fingertips. You can create more passion and pleasure and a beautiful experience. You can attract love. You can attract the abundance that you're looking for. Okay, but it will take, it will take you loving yourself, raising your vibration, making plans and focusing. Okay, don't allow whatever this situation is and all of these knights who are turned upside down to lose your focus or to pull you off of your path, because despite what's going on around you, you are doing the right thing, you guys. Okay, and you are not alone. So I hope you guys found clarity and guidance in these messages. I love you so much. Thank you for listening. Have a beautiful day. Take care.